This bike is surprisingly fast and comfortable.
That's awesome. I knew you'd like it. Hello friends, my name is Colin, and I've got a very special guest in the back of the bike with me. So, about 2 or 3 days ago, I have 2 kids, and they both go to school in Florida, and they decided to take a 16-hour trek in one day. So they drove all the way from Florida to Maryland. They left early in the morning. I think they left around 6 in the morning, and they ended up getting in my house. I don't know, what was it, midnight or something? So it was a long
like
ride.
10:30.
It was a long ride for you guys. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm splitting that up. Now, maybe my younger days I could have done that, but for now, if I'm ever going down to Florida, which we did, my wife and I, it was a couple months back when we took them down to school, we stopped over. I think it was like we stopped after 8 hours. I'm just like, no, not going to do it, not going to do it. I did that enough in my younger days, but I'm very blessed that they came down to visit the wife and I during Christmas, and we get to spend a couple weeks with them. But more importantly, and this is why I say more importantly, the girl on the back of the bike, which I'll introduce in just a second, she was in a video of mine, I think it was about a year and a half ago when we did this, and I took her down to my local Harley dealer to look at bikes because she's always been very interested in motorcycles. Not that my other kids aren't, but by far, Hannah, who you'll meet again in just a second, by far is the most interested, and she's rode with me several times on the back of the Street Glide Special, which is my other bike. And I wanted today to give her opinion on what it's like to feel on the back of the Pan America, because my wife hasn't been on it yet. I've only had this thing for probably 4 months now, and no one's rode on the bike. So she is like the first one, the inaugural passenger ride that we're doing right now, but I wanted to get her take and see how it felt and compare it to my other bike with the Street Glide Special. But it was pretty cool. So it was last night when we got home, when I got home from work, she looked at me and said, when am I going to ride the Pan Am? When am I going to get on it? Because I want to ride it with you. And I'm like, well, been working a lot, but we could do it early tomorrow morning, which is right now. So it's actually a crisp December morning. When I say crisp, I'd say it's probably like 35, 40 degrees right now, but it is going to get much warmer, which is great. December, having those mid-60s, you cannot complain. I know in Florida, they don't have those. It's like 80 every day. It's too damn hot in the summertime, so I will never be moving there, but they love it there. So I'd like to introduce you to Hannah, who's on the back of the bike, so I'm going to let her say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody in YouTube land. It's my daughter, Hannah. So, Hannah, you've been on this now for, I'd say, maybe 15, 20 miles. And I know you've only rode on the Street Glide maybe 6, 7 times on the back of it. So, what do you think is the first impression of the comfort level as a rear passenger?
Well, I'll just say I'm glad I was able to be your test dummy for your first passenger, but overall, as a comfort level, it is a 10 out of 10. Like you said, I've been on this for about only 15, 20 miles, but no pain, no reason am I wanting to say, let's go home, I'm tired. Like, I could ride on this for a couple more hours and I'd be just fine. Like, it's very comfortable, very easy on every part. It's perfect.
Okay, just so everybody knows, I have not prepped her at all what to say. So this is all coming. That's what I just said. Give me your honest opinion, what you think. That surprises me, actually. I honestly thought you would have said that you... I don't want to take out this biker here. Hold on, let me get by him. Very festive colors, very bright, yellow and orange. But no, I was surprised because I actually thought you would enjoy the comfort of the Street Glide, because you know your mom. I mean, my wife never wanted to ride on the back of my bike until I got one of the big comfy seats with the armchairs for the Street Glide, and so I finally got that, and she loves it. And then I remember you were on it and you enjoyed it, but now you're saying you like this one better? That surprises me.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that the Street Glide seat is more designed for my mom. Like, obviously I benefit from it because any seat with armrest I'm gonna take, but I am just fine with the seat that's on here, even with your luggage bags on here, like I'm just as comfortable. They don't bother me at all.
The horsey.
And just about every part of it, it's good for me.
Oh, here's a question for you. I mean, is it different riding this compared to the Street Glide? So in other words, I know on that one it's a lot bigger bike. You know, I think this one is close to 600 pounds now that I got everything on it. And then the Street Glide Special is probably about close to 300 pounds more, so it's a bigger bike. This is a faster bike. It's a much lighter bike. It's got more horsepower than the Street Glide, but that bike, the Street Glide, has plenty of power for me. So is it different riding up higher on an adventure bike compared to kind of like a touring bike of the Street Glide? What do you think?
I definitely say it's different, and not in a bad way either. On the Street Glide, it's smooth overall, but like you said, it has a lot of power and it is lower to the ground. When you're on that Street Glide, I can feel when you switch gears, I can feel us in that acceleration period. And I don't feel that as much on here unless you like really hit it hard. But overall, it's just an overall smooth motion when I'm on the pan. But nothing that's not enjoyable. But like you said, it is up higher. And kind of like when you're riding in a truck versus riding in a car, you can feel everything when you're lower. So you can kind of feel everything on the Street Glide. You don't feel everything when you're up here.
Huh. See, these are things I would have not expected to hear from you. But that's different. I mean, that's cool. I mean, as long as you're comfortable. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, this bike's going to be rode 99.9% solo because I don't see me taking this off-road anytime soon with you. As much as I would like to. Now, hopefully one day, you know, when we were looking at the dealership a couple years ago when I took her out and we were looking at bikes, she came across a couple bikes that she was really, really into, and one was I think it was the Sportster, right, Hannah?
Yes.
You really liked that one, and the other one we looked at was the Lowrider S, and you loved both bikes, but what did I tell you? Remember, for a first bike, we're probably going to get used. You don't need this much power on the Lowrider S, that is. So I'd like to start you a little bit smaller bike, but it's cool that I've got a daughter that totally wants to get into riding. So one day, hopefully, you'll be riding next to me. Hey, maybe we'll even do vlogs together. Maybe you'll start your own YouTube channel and then like blow me out of the water in like the first month. What do you think? You want to start your own channel?
Wouldn't want to be any competition to you, Dad.
No, you're much better. Dad's just boring. I always say I'm just a dude on a bike telling stories, so you're much more energetic in life. You got your mom's personality. You're extremely outgoing, which is great. Which is funny because I'm outgoing, but not nearly as much as your mom and you. But it's been, you know, guys, I tell you what, it's been a blessing to have my daughter and my son come down for Christmas, and especially that my daughter said, let's get out there and ride. Let's get out there and have fun on this thing, and so far it seems like you're having a blast.
Definitely am. It's super fun. I'm so glad we got to do this today. Even if you had to wake me up and had to deal with my morning crankiness, I'm very happy with the results. I'm having so much fun.
But wait a minute, you're the one that told me you wanted to get up in the morning and do this, didn't you?
Yeah, I know. My mood kind of changes when I'm being woken up.
Oh, okay, I see. Blame me. You're a typical woman. Blame the male. I had to throw that in there. All right, everybody. I appreciate you taking the time to watch as always. Now get out there and ride, especially if you can grab one of your kids and throw them on the back of the bike like I am. I'm very blessed to have that. Be well, and I'll talk to you guys soon.